They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. He gets you hot if you're cold.
Listen all day and all night.
Eat the steak and then get a pen.
Oh, gnarly!
Hey everybody out there in Radio Land and Facebook Land and Rock and Roll Land, your buddy Johnny Rock here from Folsom, Louisiana, and we are live right here. As you know, I just love having guests, and I had two very special guests here at Johnny Rock and Roll Radio. We're on the porch right now, but we're about to go into the studio. Before we do that, introduce yourselves. Tell everybody out there who you are.
Hello, hey, how you doing out there? I'm Robert Businelle from Morgan City, Louisiana, the Swampland. And just appreciate Johnny for having me on as a guest. That'd be, so thanks, appreciate it.
Businelle.
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 We'll work on that. And who?
Businelle.
And who? Introduce yourself.
I'm Keith Warman, producer, engineer, mixing engineer mainly. Did all of Robert's songs, which you're about to hear, and had a lot of fun doing it. Sounds amazing, feels great. Can't wait for everyone to hear them.
Right on. Talking about feeling great. First of all, welcome to Johnny Rock and Roll Radio.
Thank you.
And
really
Folsom.
appreciate it.
Y'all ever been to Folsom before?
I have.
Not prison.
Just once, but I'm innocent, man. I was innocent. I was framed.
Yeah, well, this is the village of Folsom, which is not. It's not a city. It's not a town. It's a village.
The village.
You know, and
Takes the village.
Yeah, well, I tried to get into prison, but they said I was overqualified, so they sent me to their village.
One too many, huh?
Right,
I
right.
hear you.
And so folks, what's happening is we just got finished having dinner, because if you come to Johnny Rock and Roll Radio, you're gonna eat.
Ribs, this is
I do like
specialty. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Love the ribs.
Right on. So you have a new album out.
Yeah, I do.
Tell us about it.
Well, the title is Never Alone, because when you think about it, we're never alone. When you feel like you have nowhere to turn, just look in the mirror, man. There's somebody there for you. It's always. So don't forget that.
So that's the title. The title of the album is Never Alone.
Never Alone.
Okay, and how many tracks on the album?
There's 7.
Okay.
And hopefully we get to play a few for you here, and hope you enjoy what we do.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to play. We'll see how it goes. No, we're gonna play them all. We're gonna play.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Great.
But tell us the making of how long has this been in the works?
Well, we started off probably 4 years ago. Just kind of I worked with this guy for years.
This guy, what guy?
William Gill.
This guy? Oh, okay.
William Gill.
You said this guy. I was talking about this guy.
Yeah, here I see where the confusion
No,
comes
yeah, and hey, William Gill ain't just this guy.
Right, he's Mr. Gill.
Mr. Gill.
Mr. Gill.
He was here just a couple of days ago.
Yeah. He told me that. He mentioned that.
Great guy. We love you, William. We love you. All right, so go on. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's going to happen.
That's fine.
All right, so
Song
4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah, I worked with Mr. William Gill for 20 years. And one day he comes by, he said, "Hey,
Working what?
I'm doing sheetrock work,
Sheetrock, okay.
construction business."
Okay.
And he comes by and said, "Hey man, I heard you play the guitar." I said, "Well, yeah, a little bit." We never talked about that in 20 years that I worked for him. Never did come up. And so he invited me over to his house, and that's what I did. I went over to his house with him, and I played a little bit. And he was surprised that I could play the guitar, And during that time, that 30-minute time we spent together, I played this little thing, and it caught him, He felt something from that. And I told him what it was, and it was, let's see, I forgot which one it was. What's the first? All Over Again.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one, and that caught him, and that's the song that started everything, Started me doing the recording, and
you
then
you wrote the lyrics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And I did it with all local, Louisiana musicians.
Now, I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Nelson Blanchard. Yes, thanks, man. Yeah. Nelson's my man. Him and Persian Wells, Sacalay Studios in Houma, Louisiana. Let's see, who else? Josh Maguilera. He played keyboards on some
Gary.
stuff. Keith, Mr. Wonderful here. I play guitar, but this guy is amazing. Guitar
Keith
player.
is amazing. Let me just say, how long ago we met Keith? It was at a film industry
Yeah.
event. Well,
One of Bill Rainey's events. I mean, it might have been the Halloween.
was it
party,
one of Bill
might
Rainey's
have been-
events? Or was it one of my events?
Might have been one of your events.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
been a
me,
minute.
I love Bill. Hey, Bill, if you listen,
It's been a while.
Hey,
First thing to go is a
Yeah.
memory, guys.
yeah. I started off by myself, and then I brought William in, and then I brought Bill in because when you start meeting people that you admire their work, and you're like, man, let's work together,
That's it.
So you start, you get your circle, your family.
That's right.
So that's why I like being on the porch. It's like family.
Yeah, I love this, man.
So Keith came in to the project, and what do you do, Keith, with it?
Engineering mixing is my passion.
Mhm.
I started off playing guitar, and
How old? Can't
I
remember
think my
that
first
far
guitar
back.
in my hands was probably when I was 6. I probably got serious about it when I was maybe 14.
Oh, this is back in the 1900s.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Aye.
But it's-
Aye, that.
so-
After the boat landed.
Yeah.
somewhere along the way, I just found that I loved the studio. It was my passion.
Right on.
And I wanted to do world-class mixing, finishing work.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to get all overly technical about it, but mixing is, you learn the technical things, the audio side of it, how it sounds and everything, but more importantly, how it feels.
Right.
It has a lot to do with how it feels when it's on tape. And that's just something that takes just experience and practice, lots of practice.
Right on.
You
Right
know,
on.
and I don't know what it is. I don't know what got into my genetics to make me like that, but
Yeah.
Being a
For
world-class
years-
player.
for years I've that's really been my goal, just to do world-class production work and mixing work, and just and it definitely helps to have great songs
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
work with,
Sure.
and good musicians playing on the songs, and
And so that's what you're doing now, and you're loving it, and you're good at it. Right
primarily,
on.
yeah. Mhm.
Right on. Good deal.
Yeah,
So
man.
let's
Lucky
talk.
to have him.
So let's talk about the tracks on the albums. Because what we do is we're gonna play all 7 tracks in a row. So if you want to just
Sounds good.
any song that in particular that has a special meaning to it. Well, how do you write your
Well,
songs? What are they about?
it's like asking a parent about the kids. They all special in all their way. I love them all in a different way. Just love them all. But what really, the way some music comes to me, it just shows up in my head, and then I try to reproduce where that came from and how I can achieve that. And that's where these guys come in to make it happen. I need all their experience at what they do to make everything happen. So, that's pretty much how, that's what makes it work for me. But I love all the songs.
Yeah. Well, there's one song in particular that has a really special meaning to you. That's that there's something that needs to be heard and a message that needs to be heard.
Right.
And when I heard it, I immediately thought this is a song that we need to start playing in
Right.
regular rotation with information tagged at the end for those that the song touches. They can get the help that they need. So there's a solution.
Absolutely.
So in other words, you see, you can't fake that right there. You see that?
I see, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what my turkey looks like before it goes in the oven.
Well, see, that's Godway stuff right there. I mean, that's the spirit of good.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
That's what it is.
You
It's
brought
the
it,
spirit
didn't you?
of- That's what it is.
Businelle.
Businelle. My name is Robert Businelle.
So tell us one song.
Well,
What's it called?
I met a girl,
Okay.
and what happened was, how this happened was, I went to move a washer and dryer out of a rent house, and someone comes walking by and had a hoodie on, and I could just see where they were just down. I don't know why I felt that, but I just felt like I needed to say something. So I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And it ended up being a woman. She stopped, turned around when she pulled that hoodie back. She's the most beautiful woman I've seen. I mean, it was like, whoa, And that was the deal. So I took her home with me, and I ended up taking her out. She wanted to go eat. So I took her out to what she wanted to eat. And so anyway, sushi bar is where I took her. That's what she wanted. So, you know, it's a song about, she was struggling with addiction, actually. I'm not going to mention her name.
No,
But this is, well, she was struggling with that. And I felt that, I guess, is why I said hello to her.
what kind of addiction was it?
Uh,
There's so many forms of addiction. Some are good. I'm addicted to music.
This was drugs. It was drugs. Okay. It was and I don't think it was any one certain drug.
Okay.
It was just drugs.
Anything that numbed the pain. Anything that numbed the pain.
She felt defeated from life.
She was self-medicating.
Just something wasn't right, and then I got to know the whole story because I took her home with me, and she told me her life story and where she's been.
Okay.
And so, you know, I took her out to eat after she told me her story, and I got a chance to talk with her and be with her for a time. And she went for help, and now life is great.
All right.
She's wonderful.
So it's an inspiring song.
It's inspiring that, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, never give up. I mean, that's the easy way out, but it's not the best way out because there is life to live here. Mm-hmm. And when you find yourself, that's when life is right.
Okay, that's
you
good.
Find yourself.
I love that. So
I couldn't help her; she had to help her.
Oh, you helped her. No, believe me, you helped her.
I hope I did.
You know, it's part of the path. You know, you weren't those thorns.
No,
and right. So
well, to her I was for a while. I'm going, hey, you did
but that was back in the 19.
Right.
So that's an inspiring song. Out of the tracks, do you have a tearjerker?
That is the tearjerker.
Oh, okay. It's a tearjerker, but it's also inspiring.
Well,
what I mean by a tearjerker is like, you know, like Last Kiss or Tell Laura.
It's not sappy.
It doesn't.
I wouldn't call it sappy.
I mean, it has a sad ending, but it's still, you know, it's one of those tearjerkers. Remember we were listening to Seasons in the Sun earlier. We had joy, we had fun. Goodbye, Papa. It's all to die.
Yeah, well, see, no, I don't
sometimes
write that
we need a good cry. Sometimes we need a good cry.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, I don't pick what I do. It picks me, and nothing's came up like that yet.
Yeah,
maybe that'll be my song when I go.
And
Robert Businelle gone.
Right on. What I like about all the songs is they're different. They don't all sound the same.
Yes.
You know, that's one of the things I like. And we're gonna go ahead and let's listen to it.
Well, Keith was telling me, you know, about my style of writing and what I should be. I'm just a songwriter. I mean, I'm not out here to be a star. I mean, that was never my purpose, never what I ever thought about, dreamed about. I've been around great musicians all my life, you know. That was so good that I never could measure that to that.
Like who?
But all of a sudden,
like who?
Well, you know, when I was a kid.
Give a shout out.
Well, I you know,
Chubby Shaker?
Bobby Kimball.
Bobby Kimball, yeah.
Lead singer with Toto.
Right on.
Right. Him.
Give you boys some props.
Johnny Winters. You know, I don't think Johnny's around anymore. Maybe he still is. I don't know. But that's people that would show up at my house and
Johnny Winters would show up at your house?
Yes. Johnny Winters and Edgar Winter would come.
See, you almost left that out of this interview.
I almost did, yeah. Well, look, I'm a rookie at this, man. I'm glad. I'm just trying, man.
Yeah, no, you know, we all have stories, you know, and some of them are just so amazing and almost unbelievable.
That's right.
Just like that way, Johnny Winter came to your house? Well, yeah.
Well, see, if I tell somebody from my town this story that I'm telling you, they'd go, yeah, that Robert boy, he's got an imagination.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But the facts are there, man.
Well, this is what I tell people all the time. We're all people.
Yeah.
You know, just people have different, I guess, jobs, careers. Some people just have very interesting careers. And, you know, if it's something that inspired you growing up, you know, and you're like, I mean, it's, my list is so long, you know, I mean, and I've shared the stories, but you know, like Jimmy Stewart,
right?
You know, you know, Wolfman Jack himself,
John Wayne.
You know, well, I never met John Wayne.
Well,
but if he was still alive, I bet you I'd meet him.
Yeah.
You know, but again, it's just people.
Right.
Now, if they got a good heart and they're in a good mood, you know, they'll stand there and talk to you.
That's right.
You know,
That's exactly right.
you know, some of the biggest. Well, let's talk Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves will go eat with the background extras.
Right.
You know, he rides the. You know, he takes public transportation
Absolutely,
and everything.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to stay humble, have a good heart,
Yeah.
don't hurt anybody.
Right.
You know, inspire somebody. Great. Well, you know, yeah, great. But do what you love.
That's it.
You know.
But you know, there was a time when we were playing at Mudbugs in New Orleans with the band I was with Dwight Yoakam. And at sound check, I'm setting my stuff up, and I only had about 25 minutes to do it. So I'm trying to get this all together. And the next thing you know, this girl kept stepping on my stuff, and she had a hat on, a big jacket on, and she's stepping on my stuff. And I said, "Hey, excuse me, could you just, you know, move out the way and give me a few minutes?" And you know, so she just acted like I wasn't there. So finally, I just had to tell her, say, "Look, get out of the way. You got to get out my way. All right, 10 minutes left. I got to get this stuff together. Get out, get off the stage." And so later on, when we done our show, when Dwight Yoakam comes out, he had this beautiful blonde with him. And
No way.
When
Yeah.
she walked by,
Way.
she goes, "You still need me out of your way?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am."
a
Sharon
good story.
Stone. It was Sharon
Oh
Stone.
wow! Yeah,
Right.
that's an even better story.
Right.
See, that's great. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well,
we'll have to share stories sometimes. And you know, that's another thing too that when I have guests on, you know, I tell them, and, you know, people want to hear stories. You know, we can Google where you were born, or you know, pretty much it's already out there. Who inspired you? You know,
Right,
what
right.
school you went to. People want to hear stories.
That's
you
it.
know, what's your most memorable story? Who's the, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So, for me, you know, now I've got a story. Robert Businelle.
Businelle.
And signed my warehouse
Robert
poster in there.
Businelle, I will
And
sign
Keith
that.
Warman.
That's right.
He's going to do some production for me soon here.
Yeah,
He doesn't know it, but
absolutely.
he does now.
Okay. I guess I'm doing some production for you.
I need you to tell me how much bass I need.
Right.
Okay.
It's all about that bass. So
About
we're
that
gonna,
bass.
we're going to listen to the songs right now.
Right.
And I want to thank y'all for coming by Johnny Rock and Roll Radio. But we'll be back after these songs.
I met a girl walking down the road to nowhere. I took her home and she sat down and told me her life story and where she been all messed up. Lord knows from all the pills that she was taking, sushi bar. I took her out for what she was craving, and when she smiles, the sun comes out and fills the sky. She cries, the pain in her heart she can't hide. And just when she was giving up, I met a girl. She was all alone. Her babies and the man she loved were gone. Her life without them didn't seem to be worth living. And when she smiles, the sun comes out and fills the sky. When she cries, the pain in her heart she can't hide. things are rough, she got tough, my kind of girl. Just when she was giving up, I met a girl.
When the sun goes down in this sleepy little town, Morgantown is where I'm from. Been to New York City, down to Dallas too, Louisiana, I'm missing you. Throw a line. If I don't get a bite, gonna be just fine. Morgan City, where I was raised, little church on the corner where my mama prayed. Jesus, where he saved my soul. I was 8 years old, too young to be a sinner. I heard the music play, I was headed home. Living in the swamp where I was raised. Living in the swamp where I spent my days. Living in the swamp, he blessed me up. Living in the swamp where I grew up. Back in those woods, in those cypress trees, where I do my praying down on my knees. When my life is over, when he calls me home, it's where they'll bury me. My work is done. Living in the swamp, I'm all blessed up. Living in the swamp where I was raised. Living in the swamp, he blessed me up. Living in the swamp where I was raised. get better, is what they say. Just not today. Anyway, all those years that I loved you, didn't know where that road would take us. A risk worth taking, winding down. Everything we've got is on the line. Take a break. Take some time. Take a break. Baby, change your mind. I said things that really hurt you. You not being here is killing me. Don't forget me, so take a break from your heartache. Reaching out, don't you remember the start we had and how good we were together? Our love was strong, so strong. I know my love will last forever. I'll take a break. I'll take some time. To God I pray. When you're on my mind. your last days, would you bow your head, man? Would you pray for all the hearts you've broken? That Saturday night at the Dewdrop Inn, when you pulled that knife, stabbed your best friend. Man, what were you thinking? Would you do it all over again? Would you do it all over again? Michael and his profile hall couldn't beat it, so he shocked you all. What was he thinking? Human nature's a hell of a thing. Gotta pick your road, gotta pick your friends. Choice is yours, you've gotta make it. Would you do it all over again? Would you do it all over again? Just happen to be there on those occasions. I watched them knock those towers down with the promise of all those virgins. You wonder how they feel about it now. Would you do it all over again? I'd do it all over again. This old world has had its sorrows. Promise you I've had my share. If you ask me that same question, the truth is all that I could ever tell. I'd do it all over again. I'd do it all over again. I'd do it all over.
And we are back right here on Johnny Rock and Roll Radio. What you laughing at?
Cherries, man, cherries.
Oh, the cherries. Those are
Ranch dressing and cherries?
don't eat the cherries.
Johnny.
Those are wax.
I thought I was weird,
I
but
just-
I don't know.
No, I just tell them folks that we got. I want to make sure nobody says they can't Johnny Rocks and there was no craft services.
Oh, that's
So
absolutely.
the cherries were just I had to fill something in there. It was empty. You know, I was gonna put ketchup because got lots of ketchup. So man, those songs were great.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna put them in regular rotation. I really want to thank you for coming by Johnny Rock and Roll Radio. You have any parting words?
Just thank you for having us. It's been great, man. Wonderful, great. So anybody thinking about doing a event with Johnny Rock?
Well,
Johnny
you can do a
Rock and
plug
Roll,
for me.
baby.
Plug yourself, brother.
There
Plug
you
yourself.
go.
Where can people find you? I don't mean physically.
I can't.
I mean, you on social media?
Just something on social media.
Okay, well,
got
people
Robert
look
Businelle, my profile. You can find it there.
Yeah.
Friend me. Hey, if you want a friend, you want to talk, just reach me there.
There you go. Do you have a Cash App?
No, not yet. I didn't do that.
You might want to get that.
Yeah, I might want to
All
get
right.
that. That would be great.
All right, Keith.
Just search on Facebook, Keith Warman. That's Warman, like a war and a man. I have two Facebooks, my personal and producer engineer, and also Balin Productions on Facebook. Plus, we have a website, balinproductions.com for the studio. Facebook probably the best way to reach me.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm never on Facebook.
Yeah.
When I'm not, I'm on the patch. I got the Facebook patch.
Facebook.
Boom.
Hey,
I just got both.
Here you go.
They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. They call him Johnny Rock and Roll. He gets you hot if you're cold.
Listen all day and all night.
Eat the steak and then get a pen.
Oh!